Welcome back to the channel, and thank you all for watching HCKT TV. Make sure you visit Everett, Kentucky. That's my hometown and the hometown of heroes. While you're visiting Everett, stay at Black Mountain Cabins and Campers, located there in Everett, Kentucky, just minutes from the trailhead. Also, while you're in Everett, eat at the Southern Belle Restaurant, located in downtown Everett. Also, if you support the channel, scan that QR code. Let's get started into this video. Thank you for watching. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all for watching and tuning back into the channel. The City of London, Kentucky had a special called council meeting January the 22nd. Here's the meeting. I hope you all enjoy it. Check it out.
We're going to go ahead and call this special called meeting to session. If the city clerk will do roll call.
Ms. Little? Here. Mr. Ortega?
Here.
Mr. Young?
Here.
Mr. Benj?
Here.
Mr. Jervis?
Here.
Ms. Green?
First thing on the agenda is executive session under KRS 61.8101C, possible litigation regarding the LPD. We get a motion to go into executive session.
I make a motion.
Second,
A second.
do your roll call.
Little? Yes. Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Benj?
Yes.
Mr. Jervis?
Due to executive session, we're going to ask all the public to exit the room.
So with the possible property acquisition.
As I said.
Yeah, the property, we'll ask anybody that's here for the property part to step in to speak to council.
And as I informed City Hall earlier, that my attorney, Mr. Stephanie, will be representing me.
Okay.
And will sit in the meeting with me.
I'm sorry.
It's hard to get your mind around things like this right now. Did you come for?
We are asking for council to make a motion to come out of executive session.
I make a motion.
Second,
Second.
do your roll call.
Ms. Little? Yes. Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Benj? Mr. Jervis?
Yes. Would the council like to take possible action regarding the property acquisition?
Yes, I would like to make a motion to authorize the mayor to move forward to purchase the property discussed in executive session.
I'd like to second that motion.
Roll call?
Ms. Little? Yes. Mr. Ortega?
No.
Mr. Young?
No.
Mr. Benj?
No.
Mr. Jervis?
Yes.
It's a
I
shame.
would like to make
It's a
another
real
motion.
shame.
I would like to make a motion that we table this till an additional meeting.
Say second.
Go look at it. The way I feel about it, I don't want to shut the door on it. I think it's a nice possibility. And I don't want to keep anybody waiting.
Okay, so we did a motion for a table,
So-
second, and then roll call?
Ms. Little? Yes. Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Benj? Disappointing. Mr. Jervis?
Yes.
Okay. Need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion,
Second.
I'll second.
and I
Pardon?
understand that you all probably will have to move forward on selling some of the equipment. I
Roll
can
call.
understand that. Ms. Little? Yes. Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Benj?
Yes.
Mr. Jervis?
Yes. You're gonna have to get these two back line back out and dock it there.
That would conclude
I'll
the
say
special
mine.
called meeting. Kip, did you say you?
Yes, I do. I mean, they can stay or go, whatever. I have something I want to share with y'all. Dear Mayor and fellow council, I haven't opened up about this, but it's kind of a strange thing when you stare down your own mortality. That's when it dawns on you how delicate and fragile life is. What are you leaving behind? What will your legacy be? How will folks remember you? No matter when I check out, because of my children, I will have left the world better than I found it. After having consulted with my cardiologist extensively yesterday, Dr. Aaron K. Greer, my family and I have made the difficult decision to try and lay some things aside that are causing me stress. So effective today, please accept my resignation as a London City Councilman. I realize that I will still be working with the mayor, council, attorneys, and authorities in regards to events that happened during my tenure. I'm sure I will be roundly criticized, but you have no clue the health issues I've already waded through these past 4 years while serving London City Council. I'm proud to have served. I've done the best I could to do what I felt was right, even in the face of controversy and innuendo. I feel I've been a good councilman. Under tremendous pressure, I've tried not to lean too far to either side. I've given my all to London, and now one must factor effort versus reward. And even though I now have some pills to carry in my pocket, still my reward can't be another widowmaker heart attack. It's come to the point in time when one must be particular about what occupies one's head space. So now I'm going to go help some folks make some music. That's what I like to do. I figure that might add a few years instead of subtraction. I've seen what politics does to people, and I'm good with who I am right now. Thank you.
Thank you, Kip.
Today.
I'm gonna make another motion that I think is necessary. I'll make a motion that the council
We've
reconvene.
already,
We've
we're
adjourned.
out.
We've adjourned. You can't make any motion. Can you give that to the clerk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and call this special called meeting by council to order. If the city clerk will do roll call.
Ms. Little, Mr. Ortega,
Here.
Mr. Young,
Here.
Mr. Benj,
Here.
Mr. Jervis, Ms. Green. Yes, here.
Okay, and then this officially will make Kip's resignation in effect according to the KRS. We got discussion and possibly approval of city attorney or city council attorney.
We did convene a committee to discuss this, and we met a week ago or so. We discussed some terms to be considered for the position. Went into executive session to discuss possible candidates. Came out of executive session, and a motion was made by Ms. Green and seconded by Mr. Ortega to recommend Conrad Sessman to the council. And it was we took vote. It was unanimous vote. And so,
How many RFPs were sent out on this subcommittee?
how many what?
The RFPs,
I don't know what you're talking
the
about.
request for proposals.
We didn't do it. I was told to talk to potential candidates, which is what I did myself.
Okay.
I talked to 3.
Also, the city would like to put in the record, with Conrad having a large criminal law practice here in the city, would there be any conflicts between him and the city police, considering that he would be representing council and maybe defendants on the city police?
We should ask him that.
Yeah, I can address that. I sought an opinion from the ethics liaison, because I saw that potential does exist, and I wanted to make sure before accepting anything that was offered to me that would not be a conflict, and I was advised by her that it was not.
Okay.
Was that on the hotline?
No, I'm sorry, that was through Amanda Hill, who's the local liaison.
Yeah. Is it written?
It is, and I can provide that.
Okay. Did she say it was or was not a conflict?
Was not.
To represent criminal defendants who were charged by the city police.
Correct.
Then
It's
these,
interesting.
Yeah,
These-
and my experience has been to do that, get that from the local liaison, and then, if I don't want the appearance of anything like that to be an issue, if I need to take it a step further, I surely will.
Would it be your intent to continue to represent criminal defendants in cases where the city police are involved,
It would.
despite the appearance of an impropriety?
Well, with all due respect, the appearance of impropriety, that's your term, that's not.
No, that's the bar's term.
No, well, you're saying that there's an appearance of impropriety.
You don't think there is?
I did what I thought was my duty, which was checking with the local person.
the second concern of the city would be, does, Conrad, with you having represented city employees at some point, I'm sure as well, have you had any city employees in your practice?
Mayor, right offhand, I can't think. I'm sure I probably have. I mean, whether it be in a divorce or a custody proceeding, or I would assume that at some point I have represented city employees. I'm sure.
Would there be a conflict of interest there, considering you could possibly doing ordinances or creating ordinances that will have direct impact on the city employees?
Mayor, that was not a ethical quandary that I considered. The one that I considered was the one that Mr. Brower, I guess that you brought up concerning the city police and my criminal practice. Again, I don't know what city employees that I have represented in the past, just right off the top of my head. So that's something I would have to get back to you on.
Okay. And is there a written contract, counsel?
Yes,
What was the price of this attorney
the price.
per hour?
Per hour, $150.
Who drafted the contract?
We,
You
We-
did.
yes,
So you're going to get back with us on the conflicts that you're possibly going to be writing ordinances that will have impacts of clients that you've had in the city.
Well, first I'll check and see what city employees I've represented in the past, but yes, I'll obviously look into that.
Okay.
Quite frankly, that wasn't a conflict that I considered. The only one, like I said, the only one I considered was the one
Right.
concerning the city police.
That's all the questions the city has.
okay. You want to give the contract, the copies to the other council people to look over?
Yeah, I mean, I brought a copy for everyone, the mayor, Mr. Bryce. and
Okay,
everyone.
yes. Here, I've got this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stacy, you said that you had considered 3 candidates. Did you interview 3 candidates?
I talked to them. You could call it an interview, just to see if they'd have any interest.
Well, I was wondering if the subcommittee did.
I was told to interview people just to have somebody in mind myself. And yes, we did.
The subcommittee did.
I called one.
Yeah.
They said no.
I know those two did. I did not.
I don't know if I specifically went through all 3 or not. In executive session. I don't remember.
Do you have the minutes of that meeting you're following with
Not
the
yet.
clerk?
We've not approved them yet.
Mr. Cessna, so you do understand that you have to keep up with all KLC training, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you, Conrad, anticipate a duplication of services between what I do for the city and what you will be doing for the council?
I wasn't anticipating that. You know, my view has always been, I mean, you're the city attorney, and that's a clearly defined role that you have, and you know, I had no intentions of doing your job as city attorney. That's your title. My understanding of my representation was to represent the council, to review things for the council, advise them as they saw fit. And yes, so as far as checking your work or duplicating the things that you're already doing, no, I was not anticipating that at all.
Do you need to show?
Unless you wanted me to.
If everybody's had time to read it, I make a motion that we hire Conrad Cessna to be our city attorney effective immediately.
It would not be city attorney, Kelly.
Well, not city attorney, I'm sorry, city council attorney.
If the conflict, though, he's gonna check on this last conflict. If it comes back as a conflict, what is the subcommittee plan on, the council plan on doing then?
We will, if he thinks it's a conflict, then we will, look further.
And I can, you know, again, that wasn't something that I anticipated being and it's a viable question and concern. You know, I will get authority on that to support, or, you know, if they tell me I can't do it, I guess I can't do it. You know, they'll be back to square one. I don't anticipate that, but I'll obviously have authority that ensures that it's within the ethical standards that are set forth.
Who do you have to ask for that?
Well, I mean, there's an
The same person that
there's
you-
an ethics hotline, for lack of a better term.
Okay. You second it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll second.
Do your real call.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Okay, that, need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Bench?
Yes.
Mrs. Green?
Yes. And we'll need to, do we need to get that contract signed? I know there's signature lines on the back of that from Mr. Cessna.
Which one do you want? You want just one of them signed? You want to sign yours?
Yes, mine's an original.
What did you all think about that? I find it very interesting that the council is wanting their own representation when they have Larry, the city attorney, there. It's kind of strange, but I think this has to do with what happened with Mr. Doug Harless. That has made national headline news everywhere. I want to thank y'all for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below in the comments section. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. It's free, no charge. Just hit the subscribe button and hit that bell. Anyway, guys, y'all take it easy. God bless you. Y'all have a wonderful day.